season with this new manager, because it's going to be a transition period, yeah. And for me, Liverpool shouldn't finish ahead of Man United based on Ten Hag. He's stayed, and a squad of players.
You know what? You know what? If Slot is the same level of manager as Ten Hag, I might agree with you.
So you think Slot's better, yeah?
I think he has to be. And I'm only going that I'm going on that by people who signed him.
Yeah.
So I don't really, in terms of the squad, I think our squad is leagues ahead of yours. And even if we had a Ten Hag, I would expect us to finish it. I would expect us to finish in the top four, even if we had a Ten Hag. Now
But
that's me
I'm
saying
saying
finish in the top four.
if you had a Ten Hag, you have a better system in place.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything's already in place. Everything's working. You've got the training ground. You've got the idea. You know exactly where you want to go. So under Ten Hag, I think you would do all right.
For
I think
example,
I
there's
think you
no.
get cups. I think you do well. I think you get a decent position.
I think the
We ain't
mentality in the
got a
squad's better as well.
Yeah, as well as that. But that's what I'm saying. Why we're finishing fourth or fifth is because we've got to fix those sort of areas. It's all about the little things that we need to
Yeah.
fix in the background. But I'm saying Liverpool will be out of it only because you got a Dutch manager. That's the only reason why. You got a Dutch manager. Dutch managers don't really seem to perform.
Yeah,
that
but remember, German managers never performed in the league either. There
Okay.
was always a point in time, like managers never used to do it in the league. There's a point in time where it changes.
But
Yeah.
what
So for me,
French managers won the league?
Wenger,
Yeah.
and like you can't, I
Wait.
no, but my point is, okay,
Go on.
my point is this: I can't think of another French manager in the league. I don't even know if there's been one. That's my point. So
Then I think actually, yes. That's a
so
good
it's
point.
like just because they come from a particular country doesn't mean that they're all they're very different. So
Okay,
I'll ask
okay.
a question now, yeah? Quick question.
We have to look at it. We've had
Which managers have won the most titles from what country?
if we had
Scottish,
to look at it,
Spain,
No?
Scottish and Spanish.
No?
What?
Italians.
The Italians in the Premier League.
Ancelotti, Mancini, Ranieri.
Yeah.
Ancelotti didn't win the league.
Who?
Oh yeah, he did.
Ancelotti didn't win the league with Chelsea.
No, he did. He did. He won a league.
Bear in mind, Ferguson won
league.
it like what? How many times did Ferguson
Sorry.
win it? Like, hold on,
Ancelotti, Ranieri.
go on.
Who's that one I said? Mancini, Conte.
If you combine all of their Premier League titles, yeah, I swear down, Scotland probably have more.
No. But I'm talking about the different managers. Which?
Oh, different managers come from the same
Yeah.
country. Yeah. They
Obviously, Ferguson's won more by himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm saying the different nationalities. Yeah.
Yeah, but
The different managers that have won from that same country. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then when we're looking at Dutch, we're looking at. I think has Dick Advocat managed here? I don't know if he has.
Dick Advocat was I think he was interim at Chelsea.
But there you go.
He was the other Dutch manager.
So we've had
Frank de Boer.
Yeah.
Ruud Gullit's done well at Chelsea. Then you've had De Boer, who's been terrible.
Yeah. Ronald Koeman.
You've had Koeman.
Yeah,
he started Everton. Fell out with the players.
That's almost everyone who goes there.
Yeah.
So if we're looking at Dutch, they probably had the least successful run. So that's why my worry comes in for Liverpool.
But I don't think it's like a Dutch system or Dutch way of playing. I think it's those particular managers and their styles.
Yeah.
Just didn't fit the clubs they were at.
Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see, innit?
We'll have to see, man.
But the idea, I'm telling you now, Man United are not finishing above Liverpool next season. Then that's not happening.
I mean, we've done
That's the wildest thing I've ever heard.
No.
You've done it in the past, yeah.
What I meant was now, yeah.
I mean,
I'm not saying this is going to happen, yeah. But I'm saying based on Liverpool having a new manager, which they're going to have to adapt to this new manager. And United going through the third season with Ten Hag, you would expect United to finish above them.
Remember, yeah,
My prediction is with this manager,
yeah.
it's not going to happen.
It goes two ways with
Yeah,
managers, yeah, with new managers. Either you get it falls apart, or you get the new manager bounce.
yeah,
So you could say they get a new manager bounce with like Tottenham did and then fall away, or you can give Chelsea as an example. So long as the manager is not too dissimilar to the manager that's left previously
yeah.
and is a good coach, they're more likely than not to be successful. Now,
Mm.
if Liverpool had a squad and a backroom staff and its whole system was similar to what United's was a season or two ago, I would be worried. But that's not the case.
Mm.
So I don't see the likelihood of some massive drop off happening. I expect us to get over 80 points again. I expect us to be challenging with Slot.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I think I don't think Liverpool are going to do as well. You know, I just think in terms of their strike force,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Salah's on the way
Put it
up.
this way. Let's say this here. Let's say Arnie Slot gets the defense working better, yeah,
Yeah.
and the strike force stays the same. You know, we'll most likely win the league. Liverpool. If we fix our defensive issues last season, look how many chances we were conceding last season. Yeah,
Yeah.
how many opportunities we were conceding compared to our more prolific years. It was night and day, completely different. If that aspect of our game like improves,
Mm.
and then we have something similar up front, it doesn't have to be like much different. We would most likely win more games than we would lose 100%, and we'll most likely win a title.
You know what? Yeah, I can see where you're coming from, but I think your strike force will say a lot. 'Cause I think if Jota can stay fit, yeah, then I can see more of it because I look at your strike force and I think Jota's the only guy that I would say, you know what, he's primed to get goals in that team. Darwin Núñez for me ain't good enough, and the thing is with Darwin Núñez, he looks better for Argentina, you know.
I mean, for Uruguay,
Ye- um for Uruguay, sorry, he looks better for Uruguay because
not
I
really.
think with the Uruguay team, even though Uruguay's team is a little similar to Liverpool in terms of the chaotic football, I think their one's a bit more controlled, I would say.
Very different. It's very
Think.
different. If you
I think they've come
trust
to the
me,
first
trust
team.
me, it is very Bielsa's system is not
Yeah.
like ours. It's not like ours.
What
It's
gung ho, huh?
way more chaotic, way more, like far more. It's even more direct than us.
Yeah. But
So
but
if
gone.
if I was to look at, for example,
Mm.
Nunes has performed well this tournament. He's been a top scorer. Before his last goal against Colombia, he was on a goal drought for a good couple of games. So
Yeah.
it's been up and down, but it's not like he's got like a massive body of work you can judge him on
Yeah.
for Uruguay or in club football. But I personally think he'll eventually he'll start scoring more than far more than he was putting away last season.
Mm.
And I think that comes with maturity, coaching. There's a bunch of things that will change going forward. I think this season is kind of his make or break season for Liverpool.
Yeah, I agree.
And
But
if he, all right,
if for any club, yeah, which would be the best place for him to do it, it is Liverpool just because of the massive amounts of chances we
Chances
create.
they create. Yeah, yeah, I agree.
So I think with the way Slot works with strikers, I think it could be
Mm.
very good for him.
That's why as well, yeah, it's going to be interesting under a Dutch manager to see what he does with Cody Gakpo, because you'd believe that Cody Gakpo is going to start, but the problem is Gakpo was playing through the middle a lot. So is he gonna? Is obviously for Holland, he's been playing on the left, so
I
he's playing
don't
that left.
I don't know at the moment. I don't know if Gakpo starts.
Well,
Does he
under
play?
slot.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if he starts at the moment because remember I said I don't know what it looks like. Number one. Number two, it'll depend on what's demanded from him. Is he going to want him cutting in all the time, or does he
Yeah.
want him to go out and hit the byline or something like that? It depends what the manager wants, and I don't know what that looks like. I think he will play him because he's Dutch and he's a good player. I think I don't think we've seen the real Cody Gakpo yet for Liverpool. But then, like I said, if I was going just on level of performance of what they've done so far, I'd put Núñez ahead of him. Even though I think that what it is with Gakpo, I don't know where his ceiling is.
Yeah.
So we'd have to see. And like him, like Núñez, this is an important season for him as well.
Is this his second or his third season?
I think it's his third.
Who that Núñez?
Gakpo.
It's Gakpo's.
I think it's his third.
Yeah, I think it might be his third. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, but before we wrap just quickly, yeah. Obviously, Lens, I spoke to you about that the 15-year-old that Liverpool have signed, Rio.
Yeah, don't ask me to say his name. Just call him Neo.
Rio Ngumoha. So yeah, man, I've been playing against him at Power League, man. So 5-a-side on Mondays.
All right then. Okay. Let me hear your scouting assessment.
let me tell you this now, yeah. He's an absolute problem. He is, yeah. And I'll tell you the biggest thing, yeah, because obviously at the time, because he was at Chelsea, yeah, and obviously Liverpool have just broken the wage structure to sign him. Now
that's what I've heard mixed reports on that side of it.
So what the thing is, obviously, you know, Fabrizio Romano.
Yeah.
So he broke something on Twitter yesterday saying that Liverpool have smashed their historical wage structure to sign him.
Yeah.
And obviously, so I played against him a couple of weeks ago, and obviously I see him just Monday just gone as well. And I'll tell you one thing, yeah. If he stays on, like, in terms of his mentality.